Blessed melanated rising, beautiful people. I am so grateful to life. I'm grateful to God, our creator, and I'm grateful to each and every one of our ancestors who are out there, who are protecting us, who are keeping an eye on us, who are going before us and opening doors and opening ways for us. And I'm grateful to you all in terms of listeners, those who tune in every week, who support us, who encourage us. I give thanks. And as I'm setting out that spirit of love, light, unity, strength, great health, wealth, peace, and joy to each and every one of everybody who's listening right now, I just ask that light just continue to bless each and every one of you guys, give you guys an exceptional day today as we sit back and get ready for an exceptional Empower Hour show. Hotep, amen, ashe, aibobo. Dun, dun, dun. You are next on The Price is Right. Sorry, guys. Overly hyped this morning, afternoon, and evening.
I mean, I think there's nothing wrong with that. But if I were to talk about one thing about my week, it's You Are What You Eat. Have you guys heard of that documentary that's on Netflix?
Oh, no, it's a documentary. I thought you were schooling us.
Yes, so they there's a documentary, a docuseries about some tests that they did with subject matter. So they did it with twins because they wanted to make sure that they had the same DNA so that they can really make a comparison as best they can. And they kind of looked at the vegan diet versus the omnivore diet and how that affects your body, your mental, so your, well, not the mental health, so your physical health, your sexual health, and like, just overall, if you will. And it wasn't necessarily a documentary that's like, hey, go vegan, because the results didn't necessarily tell you to like vegan is the right way. There's different things that you need to do to make a decision and what you eat, but it was much more about a understanding of what's going in our foods today as it stands when you're looking at farmers, livestock, how they're treating them, how they're being raised, how much growth hormones are going into your foods, and all these things. But what they did too, what I liked about it, it wasn't just like, oh, go vegan or go like McDonald's and all the fatty foods that you want to like and want to eat. They did provide them with foods that were a healthy omnivore diet, and so that's why you didn't see like crazy number differences, which I do think sometimes that's a way of marketing things to kind of be like, oh, you have to go this because if you're not doing this, like this is what happens. But that's kind of stacking the odds with you when it comes down to that. But ultimately, I'm not. It's not like I'm giving anything away because I think everyone should watch this docu-series in and of itself and have make conscious decisions about how you eat certain things. Because for me, I went vegan for about 2 months at a time where it wasn't easy to be vegan. I'll tell you that much. Now it's much easier in this day and age. But I kind of went back to like, okay, well, I consume dairy and eggs, and when I was watching this, they were even explaining how your free range eggs, because I buy organic free range eggs because I'm just like, I want the chickens to have a good life because that's being poured into my body. Blah 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 blah.
Nice. Yeah, we appreciate you, Gina. We appreciate you. Those chickens appreciate you too. Good.
Well, apparently, according to the docuseries, one of the farmers was saying the requirements to be called free range is like something where you have, I don't remember the exact measurements, but let's say it's like having a 6 foot by 6 foot enclosure. That's considered free range. I'm like, well, that's not, y'all be trusting people.
Yeah, trust me. I'm gonna need you to come back with that definition one more time because that is not what free range means.
I'm gonna have to call these people, and like this docu-series was done in the US. I don't know if it reflects the same rules and regulations that we have, but I done seen some stuff in Canada where they literally have to pour out milk because they hit a quota and they're not allowed to sell it. And you can't sell raw milk either, but like because they hit the government quota, they basically just have to drain the milk and it's just draining. Like
So
just
I have so many questions though. Okay, so first off, omnivore. What does that mean?
so that's someone who has both a meat and vegetable diet. It's someone who eats
Perfect.
everything. So
Thank
fish,
you.
all these different things. So
Good. Thank you. Learn something new every day. I wasn't sure. I was like carnivore, vegetarian, never omnivore. Thank you. All right, that clarifies that. Second of all, for this free range eggs, How much do it cost? And the reason I'm asking is because within the OFC, obviously, we have somebody who owns a farm, sells eggs, right, from his chickens, and they're very much free range because when I show up to his crib, they're all over the place. They're in the driveway, they're in the room. They're,
Right.
they're definitely free ranging. So now, so my question is, what's a norm price for these dozens of eggs that are free range?
You know what? I think it's $6 or something like that. I think it's like between, I don't know, because here's the thing. As much as I say I consume eggs and like I'll consume things that has eggs in it, I don't buy eggs regularly. Like I'm not an egg eater. You know what I mean, if
I
I'm
hear
oh,
that.
we're making a brunch, okay, I'll pick up eggs. But in my fridge right now, there are no eggs.
I hear that. I hear that. All right, cool. All right. So our listeners out there, anybody who knows, we're curious to know. Send us on Instagram, whatever. But I'm curious to know. 'Cause I'm trying to help them to sell these things, and I want them to price them in a realistic price. But sell them for what they're worth. Because really, he puts a lot of time into his chickens. He talks to them, and I even told him, I was like, "Well, when the chickens are ready, I know somebody else who slaughters them," and he was offended. He's like, "Whoa!" He's like, "Those are my chickens, bro." he is not down. Like he himself is very vegan. Is why he sells all his eggs and stuff like that, and he's all about caring for his animals and whatever. I find it pretty funny, but yeah. Anyways, I'll
I appreciate
digress.
what he's doing because what he's doing is that like a chicken will lay an egg. And it's one thing if you're selling what they lay because they're laying it and that's part of nature versus forcing them in an enclosure to only and pumping them with hormones to only lay eggs. And that's what you're doing day in, day out, which is why you'll see a very, you'll see a difference. Because even though, again, I don't know what the parameters for the free range are in Canada, but you will see a difference between a free range organic egg in the shell versus your regular schmegular egg. That regular schmegular egg, when you tap that on the side, it falls apart. Like it's free
Mm,
range thing. You got to tap some more, dig into that, like get
give
into
it
it.
a higher,
Yeah, I'm not
higher.
saying
Get that
wash to
out.
drink. I'm saying it's got more oomph to it, and so
Okay. All right.
indicator.
Okay. So sorry. I'm sorry. I might have taken your top of the morning way left. Sorry. Go ahead.
No, and it's okay. Like I think that's all I want to. That's my highlight of the week that I wanted to share. So like really go out and watch that. Just get educated. It's really about getting educated about what you're putting in your body because it does make a difference. And like some of the results that you saw, which by the way, people, they prior to this, they were doing studies about the omnivore or carnivore diet versus the vegan diet on your sexual health. There's
Mm. And
there's
which one is better for sexual health?
Oh, the vegan by far,
Oh, for
and both
sure.
for
That's
men
what I
and
felt.
women. They were doing that because they've already done the research for men, obviously, because science is male driven. But so
Mhm.
this on this end they showed it for the women too, and we're talking about like 10 to like 50 times higher.
Wow.
Yeah,
Well, in case anybody's wondering, I'm not vegan, but I'm close to it. You know what I mean? Close to it.
sure.
Okay.
But you gotta watch the fish that you eat too. You definitely gotta watch that.
No, but you're not even lying. And sorry, guys, I know you guys are tired of hearing us about talking about our diet, but concerning fish, even just something intuitively in me that I don't like eating fish unless it's super dry, very burnt. Like I need to eat it like it's jerky. And somebody told me that that's really good for getting rid of any kind of pest, not parasites that are in fish, because fish have a lot of parasites. So the fact that I eat it super dry, super burnt kind of thing, it's great for my health. And as you know, I purge regularly, so you guys know how I get down. I think a good bowel health
Doesn't
is
sound very
good.
tasty though. It doesn't sound like a tasty.
Oh, it is delicious. It's seasoned well. Shout out to mommy who be seasoning my fish super well and then drying it out for me in my air fryer because she knows how I get down. So she knows how I get down. All
That's fair. Hi, how was your week?
Ciao. Well, I spent 3 days of my week in the hospital.
right.
And, since we're starting this episode with sayings, you know, they have a saying that says, no good deed goes unpunished. And yeah, that is how my week went. I went to go and get my nails done and my feet done to try and change my energy for what started off like almost like the new year was in the twilight zone. And it was really like Nino, 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 Nino. And I went to go get my nails done because I said, you know what, I'm gonna make me some money this week. And I said, before I get ready to go home, I got a friend of mine who's in need. Um, and not really so much in need, but doesn't have the assistance that she should have. And so I go and pick up a bag of salt to salt her stairs. And as I'm salting her stairs, my knee comes out of the socket. And I have to then call the ambulance to come and take me off of her front porch. And I ended up in the hospital for 3 days. And I am now currently walking with a walker. And it made me challenge myself about every single thing that has been going on in my life. So I just want this knee to get better so I can start working out and living my new life, because this is what the intention was from the beginning. But I have to stress that you have to take care of yourself first before you take care of others, because you can't pour from an empty cup. And this is what I've been doing. I've literally been filling my cup 3/4 of the way full, with the intentions of healing and fixing myself, and then pouring that same amount out into others and leaving myself empty. So therefore, at this point in time, I am changing my order and walking in the air of the new year, new me. So
Snaps
it's
to
definitely,
that.
yeah. So that's it.
Well, Queen, it's yeah, it's following with our sayings. So you got to put your mask on first. Like, I think that's really what it comes down to. They tell people all the time, the plane is going down. Yes, you might have your children with you, but put your mask on first. Then you're good. Then you can help others. And it's funny. This is real telling. I've had a very eventful week this week, and a lot of it like we're gonna be having a little chat a bit later on in terms of what's coming down the pipeline. But we're taking some time off over the next couple of weeks, and it's so that we could do like a revamp and a refresh. And it's, it's been some years we've been doing the show, and it's like, even as I've been running the OFC, and a conversation came up in terms of where we're putting our priorities, right? Like what we're doing, like, and why are we doing it, and this topic of putting your mask on first came up at length in more than one meeting, because the fact that we're always somewhat torn when it comes to working within community. And I use the term community loosely, okay? Just because I still yet to see a thriving quote unquote Black community functioning like a community. So which means there's communication, there's transparency, there's honesty, there's accountability. Those are the fabrics that make up a Black community. But right now we do function like a group of Black people who know each other. Okay, Kai, you having a heart attack? I'm watching over there, and it's important that you give us a sign that you're okay. Yeah, I would hate to be on here right now. Yeah, all right. Keep an eye on you though, Kai, because health as well. And yeah, all right. Breathe. All right, sorry guys, digress. Get back on my topic. All right, cool. Thumbs up. All right, cool. Take time. Get some water if you need to. So anyway, so just to say, you about to say something, Chris? Okay, cool. So yeah, so basically, so we have to prioritize. And guys, I honestly feel we're in a time like how Kaya is saying, like life, everything is trying to show each and every person out here, each and every human being, that if we have a responsibility to ourselves, and us putting that energy into ourselves benefits the whole. But we cannot continue to fight for the whole, because while we're doing that, we are destroying ourselves, like, for lack of a better term. And it's something where take heed from what Kaya just saying. Take heed to what I'm saying. You could have love for the people, love for the community, love for your family, love for, you know what I mean. It's good to have love for these people, but you need to have love for yourself. And you need to prioritize your love for yourself, and your love for yourself should dictate how you operate. You don't do something that makes yourself uncomfortable for somebody else. You actually make sure you're good. Once you're 110% good, then your cup is full and you could give others. But if you're giving from your half empty or depleted cup, you're emptying out everything, bringing yourself to almost death. You're giving a person barely enough to be able to survive. It's a lose-lose across the board. So, so I just, that is something, it's funny you say that, because this is one of the things that keeps coming up this week in terms of where we're putting our focus, where we're putting our priorities and different things like that. But I'm really adamant about the fact that in this day and age, guys, to each their own, right? So if you are in a situation, the support is there, the means are there, the access to the resources are there, the access to the help is there. You got to pull your bootstraps up and you got to start doing that work. And then as you're doing the work, the spirit plugs into you, people plug into you. You just got to be really you got to be on your box and you got to be on your X, so to speak, and you be hitting it, and then you will get the results from it. Anybody who's doing that and putting that kind of energy out, I'm here for it. The OFC's here for it. Like all the networks that we run and that we're a part of are all here for it. But those who have grown accustomed and comfortable with their lackadaisicalness, their complacency, their lukewarmism, we're not for it, especially in this day and age. We're not for it. We're not down for it. You can't do nothing. You can't help poor people by being poor, guys. And this is what I want everybody to understand. If you want to actually have a difference in your community, you got to buckle down and become what you want to become, and then turn around and help the people in your community. Now, remember that you don't want to become what you want to become and then forget about your community and level up and disappear. And then before you know it, that's it. What's that song Kanye has? Something. Leave his girl for a white girl. I don't know. I'll find the extra, plug it in there. But you guys know what I mean. You know damn well what I'm talking about, right? It's like if we're doing it, we're doing the efforts.
So he
We're
did?
building the who?
You mean what Kanye did himself?
Well, right. Talk about it, Gina. Yo, you got to throw the shade where it's due, and just throw. At that point, I'm throwing shade. We're throwing pure darkness. You're getting straight darkness. There's no shade there. All right. So enough of my talking smack. Aside from my philosophical rant I just went on, my week has been exceptional. The weather is Caribbean weather, so I have absolutely no complaints. I strongly recommend anybody who is suffering from what is it? Weather depression. What's it called? What's it called, Gina? Huh? It's
Sad. As sad. Oh gosh, what is it again?
Oh, you're on mute, Queen.
Is it
It's
sad?
it's called seasonal acute depression. I actually
Thank you.
have SAD.
That's what I'm saying. Thank you very much. So anybody who has it, let's figure out how to get you out of that weather. I know
Well, it
somebody else.
requires sunshine. So if we can find a way to retire for the winters in the Caribbean, that would change a lot. That's the truth.
Sister,
I'm my best in the summer.
I kid you not. To me, if somebody says they want to work on this initiative, try to figure out, the OFC is here to help you make that happen. You got to get out of there. I have somebody else who says she's looking for refugee status from the weather. She figures she should be able to claim some kind of weather refugee status.
Yes.
And get out of the cold.
Some type of asylum. Absolutely.
That's exactly right. Where people who are not good in the weather in the cold, they get some kind of leeway to get out of the cold. Guys, I strongly recommend it to everybody. My only disclaimer: if you're gonna come to Trinidad, I'm gonna end with this. Again, just be ready for the good times of handling any administrative work. Okay, this week I had to go to get some documentation for passports for my children and some documentation for my dad. Had to go to 4 buildings for 2 different meetings. It was awesome. Went to the first building, both times. Both times I find the building, I get into the building and they're like, yeah, this is the building, but not the building. You're gonna walk 3 blocks down the street, go there inside that building, go up to the 2nd floor. And I was like, so not here? No, not here, not right now. This is so you go to one and it happened 2 times. I'm just thinking it's just part of the way, right? Just the biggest joke I had. So after this particular event, so first for the passports, after I did that, followed the instructions, went to that place, got to that place for them to tell me, okay, perfect. This is not the place for you right now, though. You need to go back 3 steps, do this, and this before you come to us. But you're in the right area, but not at the right time. You gotta go back, you gotta do X, Y, Z.
I would have been on the flight to Canada.
Yeah, no, I'm giving you guys the disclaimer now so you guys come into it. Because I know what to expect, I come into it with such a loving attitude. Like I'm not to say I expect to get the runaround, but when it comes, I'm not like, okay. I'm just like, okay, cool. So I come in there always like, so guys, hey, I give my nicest Canadian, hey guys, hi, I'm here to find out some information, you know what I mean? And so they usually give me that kind of, blind because they're like, all right, this little young man is from Canada. Still, I still get all kind of run around. I give him a great cool Colgate grin. I love it. I love all the run around. The last one was the best because after the second building, getting an actual form in my hand, I pressed to actually speak to somebody to ensure that I understood what was on the form. The joke is, guys, after the whole room embrace, she looks at the form. She's like, bro, that's not even the right form. Not at all. So with that, we are going to close off. Brace yourselves, guys. We have another exceptional interview today with our sister Nikita. I'm really excited because she is the owner of Good Health. And hey, we're talking health, we're talking taking care of ourselves. She's doing all kind of exceptional things. So I'm glad to have her as a guest today on the show. You guys sit back, get ready for Parlay with the People.
Yes, and welcome to another episode of Kaya's Jambalaya, and I'm just going to pull it out the bag early on you. So sit down, grab your bowl, and get ready for a hot serving of tea. So much going on in Hollywood, but I told y'all last week that I would touch back on The Color Purple. Well, looks like everyone's turning tails now. There's a lot of stuff going on, but no one wants to really talk about it. It looks like the powers that be have actually silenced everyone and paid them off in order to save face. Now, we saw some things after The Color Purple came out with Taraji P. Henson showing the people that she was happy, not happy about a lot. And she went and did a couple of interviews talking about how long she's been in the industry and where her pay scale has come to from the time that she started. With her credits and her accolades, she should have probably been paid way more. Now, I don't know how much she was paid for This Color Purple, but I'm sure she should have been paid way more than she did get paid. Not just because she's Taraji P. Henson, but she also played one of the most powerful, impactful characters in the movie, which was Shug Avery. Now, we don't know what was said on set or what happened on set, but we know that once everything was filmed and it was obligatory for the cast members to meet together on different sets to be interviewed, to be photographed, that Taraji P. Henson was visibly disturbed by Oprah Winfrey's presence. Now, at one point in time, she goes and walks off by herself at one of the viewings, not viewing, excuse me, at one of the PR one of the PR stunts or whatever that they go to do. Taraji is near tears, and Oprah goes to approach her, almost like kind of like a shucking and jiving kind of movement, like, come on, like, jazz up yourself. And she couldn't get it together. So she stared up into the sky as to stop tears from rolling down her face. And Oprah mockingly stands beside her and looks up into the sky also, and pretty much does the same mannerisms as Taraji. And as the rest of the girls come into the view of the camera, Oprah moves herself away from Taraji, even though it was just her and Taraji standing there in the beginning, and places herself 3 actresses down next to Danielle. I can't ever remember her last name, who was part of the TV show Orange is the New Black. Now, some things are coming out about Oprah, and I think that this might be Oprah's time. So the same way that they do these men in Hollywood, sometimes every now and again, a woman gets their turn. And I think this is what's about to happen with Oprah. So a lot of old video footage has surfaced of Oprah saying some things and doing some things and testimonials from people. And they're pretty much trying to say that Oprah has pretty much robbed everybody on the set, money-wise and of opportunities for advancement. So the character that played Fantasia Barrino's character This young lady did a video the other day. She was not even invited to the premiere. And that was a little bit disturbing. But you let the people tell it, and they say that they're carrying this dark skin, light skin thing over into where we are right now, and that she was not invited because they said that she was the ugly sister. Now, I don't know.
They did not stop it. Oh, sorry. Continue.
It looked like everybody else was invited except for her. I understand that there's a quota, right, for tickets, but this is Hollywood, and Oprah, this is one of your productions. You don't know that you're supposed to invite this young lady to the premiere? You don't know that she's supposed to, you don't know these things? You know these things because you've done this before for the same movie, Oprah. Come on now. We got to stop playing these games with these people in Hollywood and allowing them to just get away with anything and any old thing. But let me tell you what I did see happening. Oprah is making sure that Taraji P. Henson is going to have a hard time, and I'm going to tell you how you know. The only two people that are doing any promotion on this movie is is Fantasia Barrino and the young lady Danielle. But Taraji, if you go and look at Fantasia's aesthetics, you can tell that Fantasia just got some money and different money from this. She got some. You could tell Fantasia might have been indoctrinated for nodding her head with Oprah, and that's what I'm gonna tell you now. But we just seen some photo shoots that Fantasia did, and they're completely different from anything that she's ever put out. But Fantasia looks extremely rich, and you can tell that these are all O productions. The clothing, the hairstyles, the makeup, you can tell that Oprah had this put together for her obedience. Now I'm going to digress on this. I'm going to leave it where it's at because I do want y'all to go and do your own homework and formulate your own thought process about it. But y'all let me know what y'all think. Go on over to the Empower Hour pages and leave me some messages. I will answer you back.
Yeah, I feel Oprah's been shifty since the Harvey Weinstein, like, and showing their relationship and how they're cool. Like, it's like if you're cool with individuals like that, I always, birds of a feather, man. Like, yo, like it's, I don't know. Like, I think Oprah's been shifty, so I'm gonna leave it at that. But
Yeah,
I'm not.
it's a lot of stuff, and I hate that they brought up this video in particular because it really, really, really shows her in a bad light. But Oprah goes on and she's talking to survivors of sexual abuse, which she also suffered herself, and they're kind of trying to dredge up. Which what I don't like is just come with the facts. Don't try and mix other stuff and pull out sound bites to make it sound like she's saying certain things and stuff like that. But she has an actual interview that she does on the Oprah Winfrey Show where she talks about sexual molestation and a child being violated and saying, I don't even want to say the word, some terrible things, and how these things can be confused by a predator. And I
feel like I remember something like that where it almost seems like she was kind of condoning it, like making like, well, it's like sometimes like I think I seen some kind of weird off-key interview she was doing.
Confusing because
it feels good. Like I remember
good. Yes, it may feel good. And because the child is not screaming, no, the predator also in their mind thinks that this is something that they're doing that is good. And her saying that, it was like, whoa. So they're using some of these. I know they're using some of these old clips right now to make her look bad, and I get it, I understand it, but there's also some rumors swirling around her school and her involvement with Harvey Weinstein and what happened to some of those girls at the school. So we'll be hearing more stuff on Oprah because they just ousted her about actually being one of the people that could have been behind the fires in Maui. that a year ago she went and asked these people to purchase their homes and their land, and they refused. And this year, all of their land and homes burned down. And she purchased a very large plot not far from theirs, but her property was not affected, along with several other A-list celebrities who purchased land there in the last year.
I heard about
Um,
that too. I heard about that too.
I was gonna say that I'm here. I'm usually here to be a devil's advocate, but when it comes down to versions and predators and stuff like that, there's no like, but what did they go through as a childhood? I don't care.
I don't care. I don't care.
There-
And I'm going to tell you what Cat Williams said. I watched this. Did y'all watch Cat Williams? Did you watch this interview that he did on Club Shay Shay?
I didn't get to finish watching it. Like I
They
and I
I watched
introduced.
the highlight reel, the one that they shortened to like 50 minutes outside of the 2 hours and some.
okay, maybe I'll look
I
for
want
that
to
one.
watch one to do.
Yeah, I just wanted to just highlight, just going out with this segment, I want to highlight just in regard to this Oprah thing. One of the things that he was talking about is on the set of Friday After Next, that one of their premises of the movie was that the Santa Claus was to be raped in the movie.
Mhm.
And it was said that Cat Williams was to play. He was like, I would have never played that part because I am the reason why it didn't happen that way. Because, and I am Money Mike right now, because rape, even though we're trying to make this a traditional comedy, rape is never funny.
Mhm.
But Ice Cube came out.
Ever.
He spoke on that in terms of like, 'cause so Ice Cube came out to kind of say like, you know, he wasn't denying anything that Kat said. Like he's like, Kat has like 90% of what he said is facts when it comes down to what happened on Friday. What he did say though is that for the role, multiple people did audition for it. But
Cat said he was 201 on the audition list.
yeah, so but when he came on and like how he was giving, like it was giving, so he got the role. And then on top of that, the reason why he wrote the script, essentially it was supposed to be a small role that was already written, but he was just like rolling with it that he ended up having a bigger role in the movie. So hats off to Cat with that. However, what Ice Cube did say is that yes, on the script it was that, but it was never going to be depicted on screen. It would have been like implied
Mhm.
implied essay, because they were like the villains and they needed a fall to the story, but he's like he would have never had that depiction on screen. So
Mhm.
I just wanted to put that out. And I mean, like Ice Cube's a man of his community and stuff like that too. Again, I don't know nobody personally, so I also don't put anything against anyone. I don't put anything what's the saying? Past, thank you. I don't put anything past anybody, but I will recognize when people are a beacon in their community and giving back, which sometimes is a double-edged sword, but whatever. All
Mhm.
that to say, that was a lot of comedians came out and kind of like either corroborated his story or just gave their experience that pretty much corroborates a lot of what he said too. So
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
but I'm wondering, like, what do you guys think is causing the Cat Williams effect? Because you guys see that interview he did, like, it's like not even, or not, I guess it's like 2 weeks ago, hit damn near 50 million views. Like everybody who has touched it, who has been mentioned by it, their value has increased times 10. Like, what do you guys think is causing that whole shit, the Cat Williams effect?
in terms of like the comedians that he spoke about their revenue
Everything across the board, yeah, because
Or they have like
I'm
numbers.
wondering, is it just because he's talking bacchanal is why the numbers is just that's human nature? Like we love a mess. So it's like
Well, the thing is,
I
as soon as I opened Netflix after this happened, why is all cat specials on the top of the list? Because like how Netflix does like the top 10 shows in a
mhm.
season. Obviously this happened for anyone who didn't know Cat or for anyone who needed a refresher. Everybody on all the platforms went and watched all the Cat stand up, and then also went back and watched a lot of the other stand ups too, because they wanted to see like what was he referring to during the Kings of Comedy, what was he this, that, and the third. So
So,
regardless of what, that goes down to there's no such thing as bad press, right?
right. Okay, good point.
Well, I'd like to attribute it to the fact that Williams is a leprechaun, a very wealthy leprechaun that has one biological son of his own, one biological child of his own. I don't know if it's a girl or a boy, but he adopted 17 children. And you know what happens to people who love other people's children that are not blood related to them, that they just decide to take their own money and take care of, because you don't get paid to adopt, you got to pay to adopt. And he adopted these children. Cat Williams also is one of the people who pay the highest on comedy tours. They say he has paid out up to 300,000 to just one artist on the tour with him. That all of his tours he owns. No one has made his tours for him. Cat Williams got a whole gang of kids in his household that keep him up to par, that watch his back, that tell him how to talk and act, and tell him how to keep business savvy and computer savvy. He really has that in his household. Children that are looking out for him because their best interest is vested in him.
Like that. I like
And
that.
so
Yeah, I
he
mean that.
is magical, and he is surrounded by magic. And if Cat Williams says your name, you're gonna get some money. And that's what it is. Anyways, I'm trying to contact him right now. I just need him to say Kaya Shroud twice.
I love it. Okay, good.
That's it. So this is Kaya's Jambalaya. Thank you all for always coming and being present. And next week I'll have some more tea for you. And we out. Yeah, y'all. So we're coming to an end of this episode of Kaya's Jambalaya. So I will be on hiatus for a little while. And until we come back, make sure you go and listen to old clips. And if you're looking for me, hit me on my media at Strong Firm Bottom, all one word. And we out.
What the facts is going on, everybody? I know I normally give you guys like black facts on this one, but I came across this interesting story about Woody Harrelson's father. Do you guys know, you know Woody Harrelson?
Oh
Harrelson.
yeah. Yeah. He played like all
Handsome
kind
guy,
of
the guy who married
white man
his
can't
wife.
jump.
He
Yeah.
married his adopted child.
No, no. That's the other guy. That's the
The other
director.
Alan.
Yeah,
Another Alan.
Alan. Yeah.
Alan something.
Woody
Yeah, I
Allen.
remember.
Yeah, not
Woody,
Tom.
okay, not okay, Alan. Okay,
Yeah, this is
different.
Woody Harrelson, White Man Can't Jump.
Sorry, Jesus.
So his father, Charles Harrison, was a hitman. So, as in a full-on hitman, gun for hire, who was accused and tied to several murders, most famously, that was a federal judge. And it gets crazier too, because Charles Harrison once claimed to be behind the JFK assassination.
Oh gosh. Damn. He's a real assassin. Okay.
Yes, Charles Harrison once claimed to be hired to be behind the JFK assassination too, only to immediately retract this. According to Woody Harrelson, his father was trained by the CIA and told him about this in some detail. The actor himself refused to dive deeper into this publicly because in doing so, it may be dangerous for him and his family. The crazy story doesn't end there. Harrelson Sr. was a bit of a Rolling Stone back in the day and a womanizer. And around the time that the actor Matthew McConaughey was conceived, his mother had reportedly hooked up with Charles Harrelson, hitman for hire, and as a result, both Harrelson and McConaughey, his name is always hard to say, have publicly stated in a recent interview that it's fairly possible that the two could be half brothers.
Whoa.
Yes, and so I found that interesting because they always say they look alike, but I found it was a little tidbit that came up that I was just like, I think I'm gonna share this on the show. Maybe I should have sent that to Kaya because that's a Kaya Jambalaya situation.
That's okay. I'm just gonna say it on your segment. See, black men don't own sin. You see that, y'all?
They sure don't. They sure don't.
Black men don't own sin. You see that? Okay, now I'm gonna tell you something. Now this is a tale that needs to be unwebbed, honey.
I mean, all of this is also hearsay, so it's not facts. So it probably doesn't entirely belong in my what the facts is going on, but it's a story that I'd like to share. But while we're talking about black facts, here are some what I will call facts that I found on the internet. And you guys will let me know if these statements ring true to you. So when black people say, when you get the chance, it really means right now.
It absolutely does.
It totally does. It's so funny. I do that all the time. When you
Yeah,
can
when
That's a
though.
passive aggressive way of saying it. And actually, you just said that. It clicked in my mind, and I'm never saying that again. I'm gonna be like, hey, do this. Because
I know,
that's so
me
passive
too.
aggressive and
million
Yeah,
percent.
yeah.
And you know what this brings me right back. You know, sometimes memories, you do something to your children when they're young, they remember. And I was a teenager, don't get me wrong, but this is when I was living in Toronto, and Jen and I were sharing a room, and we had our own private line. Because we in high school. On Saturday morning or Sunday morning, my dad calls the line from his bed in across the house, and he's just like, hey, when you get up, do you mind making pancakes for the house? I was like, yeah, no problem. When I get up, on it. Crepes for everybody. Hang up the phone. I go back to sleep because I wasn't up. I was asleep.
According to the message.
Right. So as per, when I get up, I will. Why my phone ring 5 minutes later? Are you up yet? Well, I guess so, Dad. Hey, I'm up.
Yeah, because my story is the damn same, except now I'm the parent, because I'll be asking my children, telling them stuff all the time. Yo, when you can handle the thing with the dog, I'll turn around 2 seconds. You're still here? Right now? Well, yeah, right now. What, you doing something else? Like it looks like you just here doing other damn things. Like, yeah,
no, but you
so
didn't say right now. You said
I
when I
know, I know. It's a real
at
passive
least
aggressive.
at least see that's the thing. See, my mother is aggressive. So my mother is like, go wash them dishes. And if I'm not already up, it's stuff coming my way. It's a
Wow.
shoe, it might be a punch. You better get up because she don't talk twice.
Oh, I love that. Okay,
She
all
don't
right.
talk. If she get ready to say the words again, I just start sweating. Oh God, she don't care.
Well,
So
here's
I get my mom is aggressive. I might appreciate that passive aggressive if I was a child, but as an
Facts.
adult, it's just no way.
the next statement. When Black people say, you know what? Don't even worry about it. They pissed.
They are cheesed.
They
That means
absolutely
worry about
Yeah,
it.
that it's like
very
friendship is over. Don't worry, we'll never speak again. We don't have to worry about that.
Oh
Yes.
no, it's not over for me. It's not over for me, but you will ask me for something again, and I'm gonna show you the energy, and I'm gonna make you understand this, and you're gonna know it because you're gonna say to me, "Kai, I'm sorry, I did you like that before. I know you was teaching me a lesson because I'm gonna say, remember, remember?
Mm.
Okay, that wasn't
And
nice.
I'm not big on being passive aggressive, and I thought I wasn't until I read certain things where every time I come across certain things, it's like, ooh, I think I'm a little passive aggressive, because I know that if you hear me say that, don't even worry about, because I'm the type of person where I don't really like to ask for help. And if I ask it and you say you're gonna come through and you don't, I'll tell you don't worry about it. But best believe you're put in a box now. One, I'm never gonna ask you for nothing. Two, you can't never ask me for nothing. Ever. Ever, ever?
Ever.
And like now you're in a box. Now you're one of them peoples. Now you've been boxed out. So I probably should work on that.
That is jokes. You know, I say that non-confrontational people are the problem because we should all just say. And the truth is that, you know, even though we have considered my mom a tyrant for being the way that she is, I have to say that she's over there in her happy little world, just smiling after she done whipped your ass. Because you know why? She says what she has to say and she gets it out right away. She doesn't let the pot boil over. So she's happy. We're sitting here miserable. We're still crying. And she's there like back doing her thing. So I think the best way to do is just say it. Sorry,
Yeah.
G.
No, that's true. That's true. Next statement is nobody. Black aunties under your post. Uncle Larry's at the hospital. Call me.
Ooh.
That is
Wait.
not what it's for. That is not what Instagram is for.
Wait, hold on. Say that again.
So like it's so they're talking about a social media post, right? So like
Right.
they say nobody, so nobody else in the world.
Nobody says anything, but
yeah, but a black auntie under your post, Uncle Larry at the hospital.
Okay, yeah. And that's so, because I've read that on people's posts. I'm just like, I don't think that was for
You know,
here.
like you're reading comments and there's some kind of left. I was like, this isn't what this is about. But
Bring
okay,
milk when you're coming. Okay, all right. Bring
aunties, I
milk.
need you guys to learn what a DM is. Directly message the person. Don't
Mhm.
come their Facebook post like that. Black people think quarantine means only people I chill with. Only chill with people you know. Sorry. Only chill with people you know. That was definitely me during quarantine. I was like, but this is my bubble. I know these people. I know what they do and what they're not doing. Black people, oh yeah, so Black people don't tell you you look nice. They say, where you going?
Yeah.
Where you going?
That's a fact.
Facts. That's a fact.
So if you get that from a Black person, that is a compliment from head to toe. Hello.
Mm-hmm.
And the last statement was when Black people say, I'm praying for you, that was their prayer.
Oh,
That's
in the moment, don't expect them to bring in Tim while they're on their knees. That was it, bro.
I'm praying for you right now. God knows my heart. Prayer sent.
terrible. Just
High
for the
five.
record, if I say I'm going to pray for you, I am literally in here on my knees, sweating, crying. I am not just saying it in that moment. I'm literally going to pray for you in real life. I'm not that guy.
Well,
That's
what
the
I mean,
that's the Caucasoid in me, though. That's the Caucasoid in me. That's the truth. That's the paint show in me. And
Yeah.
shout out to the paint shows if any of you guys are alive. I know we haven't talked since I was a kid when you guys said the bad word, but it's okay. But I feel you inside sometimes.
well, when I tell people I'm going to pray for them, I personally mean I'm going to tell my mom so she can pray for them. So I think it's a win. Everybody gets the prayers.
Amen.
Yeah, it's like, Mom, someone's going through something. Just, when you're doing your thing. And she's like, all right, cool.
When you get a chance, whenever you're free,
You still talk to
when you
Jesus?
get a chance, which means now.
Yeah, just be like, I know, trust me, when you get a chance, it's serious, Mom, right now. Get ready.
Like they call you like, I'm still going through this. Like, Mom, you didn't do the prayer? What happened?
What happened?
What happens? Well, that was the what the facts section. And two little things that I found on social media. One that said, if you think you're having a bad day, just remember that at the airport in Austria, there's a desk dedicated to people who thought they were flying to Australia.
Oh man. Oh God. That hurts. Especially you booked your hotel in Australia and you're like, what am I doing?
I hope, you know what though? Facts. I hope if you did book it, that everything was booked in Austria and not. Oh my. Imagine.
That's the first thing that came to my mind. I'm like, you imagine shopping in Austria and you're like, yeah, okay. Wait, so hold on. Where did I book my hotel? Shit. My hotel's in Australia. Damn it.
But that must be like how to get you back home or to actually Australia. Like, but depending
that's it.
Because it's like the difference between hello, mate, and Heinz dry, right? It's like big difference.
Well, Kaya has every accent.
That was the accent. Okay.
Yeah, Kaya's giving
where you end up is a whole lot different because when you go to Australia, it's hello, mate, and but when you get to Austria, they're Heinz dry yet.
When you're in Europe.
Like,
I don't know where you came from and where you thought Australia was, but if your flight was only 8 hours and you're coming from North America, you should have known better. That's not where you were going. But yes, shout out to those people and shout out to Austria, who's probably just banking on that, because if you have a whole counter dedicated to that, it's happened more than 10 times, that's for sure.
It's time to get a name change. Somebody need to request the name change.
A lot of countries, I had just seen a post about that. A lot of countries change their names, including Turkey. I think it's still called Turkey, it's just not written like Turkey. They added like a U-Y-E at the end because they were tired of being confused as the English term for turkey, the animal. So they wanted to differentiate that apparently.
It's funny because that's what I was going to say, and I was like, Farrow, don't be ignorant. But I was like, why?
It's crazy. Have you ever heard of those like bad translation jokes? And like a sign saying "Made in Turkey, fait en dinde," right? Probably why.
Yeah.
One of those things where they're just like, it wasn't made in a Turkey. It was made in Turkey, the country.
How embarrassing. So it's Turkey. They're making sure it's Turkey. It's Turkey.
Yeah, like
Turkey. Because they put the 2 dots on the U, right?
The 2 dots in the U, and they added the E after the Y.
Turkey.
You know, all these places we're talking about, I want to just go visit them just because I'm putting them on my bucket list. So just cause, like, cause we're talking about these places, I'm like, one, I've never been to Australia. I never really thought about going to Australia. Closest was New Zealand because of Vaughn. That I considered. Turkey, forget about it, never even considered these things. But you know what? I like this planet Earth. I think I want to go see more of it. So as we're talking all these things, I'm gonna make it a point.
I
I'm just
think
putting it out
I
there.
think it broadens your perspective when you get to, it's one thing like me, that's when I was trying to identify a passion of things. I love cooking for people. I love people eating my food and enjoying it and stuff like that. But man, when it comes down to traveling and experiencing different cultures and understanding that, like, the world doesn't consist of just the Western world, and like they do things differently, and it's just, I find it absolutely fascinating. That's really like that's where my passion lies, through and throughout.
Yo, say less. Empower Hour hits the globe, and we're gonna start just going different places, being our ridiculous selves like we normally are, but we're gonna go different parts of the world and do it. Feeling it like
Don't
it's most
threaten me
fun.
with a good time. Don't
Yeah.
threaten me.
Yo,
with a good time.
I'm putting that into the universe. Speak it, claim it in the name of Jesus. Mom, pray for me. Okay, go ahead.
So do y'all remember I'm sorry guys, tail end. Do you guys remember the fires last year in Quebec that
Yeah,
had
yeah.
and stuff like apparently Brian Paré, 38-year-old male, pleaded guilty on Monday to 13 counts of arson.
So
So
it was one individual lighting all these fires in Quebec?
So he pled guilty to setting 14 forest fires last year, forcing hundreds of people from their homes.
What kind of sentence is he gonna get? The only reason I asked, sorry, and just to preface this, is because I'm not sure if that's a cover up. I feel that they found somebody to. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, that's where I'm kind of just like, I see what they're saying, but I don't believe you.
Mhm.
So I don't know. And
Okay, so you don't believe him either?
I don't.
Okay, see, I thought you
No, 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 hold on. Let me tell you. Usually my spidey senses be like, ping, 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 but I'm gonna tell you something. I believe him. And I
What?
believe that this is what they do, right? They have to tell the truth. Yes, he did set the fires, but we want to know, who did you set them for?
Oh
Who
yeah,
paid
yeah,
you to
no,
do it?
yeah,
Okay,
I believe he lit the
Kaya.
match.
Who,
I believe that, but I
who
don't believe out of his
sent
own volition. It's like he woke up one morning and was just like do fire. And there are pyromaniacs out there. Don't get me wrong, there are, but this at this
Mhm.
height, or just like at this level,
Yeah.
it was a lot. It was
So do
Okay.
y'all remember when the forest fires happened and I said, I believe they doing this in order to force people into the city so that they could create 15-minute cities?
Mhm. Yes, I remember that.
Let's put that on the docket and we'll save that because it's coming back.
Interesting. Okay, so my trivia segment today is a bit like it's going to be a bit of an evaluation of your black card, actually.
Ooh.
Yes.
Okay.
Now, what I do want to say before I get into that, I do want to do a special shout out to Pub St. Pierre, because I went there for to have drinks with a friend on Tuesday, and I was just going like, okay, after work, because I go into the office on Tuesday, I was just like, let's just meet up at the pub and grab a couple of drinks. What I found out, and maybe in other words forgot too, is that they host trivia nights on Tuesday nights at the pub at 7 p.m. And so they have 2 rounds, and actually let me let you know though, reserve, because they get booked out. Don't be fooled. Like we happenstancely got a table, but they do 2 rounds, one at 7 and one I think is like at 9 by the time they finish the first round, or maybe 8, I don't know. And you can win $25 off of your bill for each round for the
Oh,
team.
that's cool.
And I don't know if they do it every week, but they had a bonus question in the, because I only stayed for 1 round, like man, it's Tuesday, I got work in the morning, but they had a bonus question, and the person who got the right answer the closest won shots too. So if you're looking for something to do on a Tuesday night, it's a Pub St. Pierre ting.
Dope.
Okay, so for every black movie that you have seen, you get a point. 1
Woo.
point per movie. There are
Okay.
50.
5-0?
50.
We're
Hold
about to go
on,
through
let me
50
get that.
questions right now?
Not 50
Hold on, let me
questions.
get
50 movies. I'm gonna ask you if you've seen it and you tell me and count. Actually, you can have your paper and pen and count how many points you have and we'll your grade out of 50.
God.
All right, all right, all
Yeah.
right.
Good.
Ready? And we're going quick. All right. I need you guys quick on this.
I'm here with you.
Boys in the Hood.
I seen it.
Set It Off.
Yep.
New Jack City.
Of course, I own that. Yeah,
Friday.
of course. 1 or 2.
Friday.
Okay, the first one. Okay, go ahead.
New Jack City.
You already asked
You
me that one.
already-
New Jack, sorry. Menace to Society.
Yep,
Juice.
yep. Of
Above the Rim.
course. I had the
Paid
poster
in
too.
Full.
Paid in
Yes.
full, of course. Yeah.
Do the Right Thing.
Do the right thing. That is do the right
Okay,
thing. Spike Lee. Oh, of course. Yeah.
Hold on,
yeah.
hold on. What number is that?
Do the Right
1, 2,
Thing is number 9.
8. Right, great.
So maybe you select a point for what you didn't see, so then we can minus it out of the 50. Number 10, Poetic Justice.
Yep. Janet Jackson. Of
Number 11, Dead Presidents.
course.
Number 12, Hustle and Flow.
Yep. So what's his name?
13, House Party.
Of course. 1, 2, and 3.
Number 14, Waist Deep.
Ooh.
What's
Right?
that? Who's that with?
This is where I was like, I don't know that one. Let's see.
No. Nope. Have not seen Waist Deep. I don't even know what it is. Okay.
Waist Deep. It's with Tyrese Gibson. I
Spell
have
it.
not at all.
Does that even count as a black movie?
Oh, yes, it does.
Okay.
So
Okay. Sorry. Go ahead.
Khan, who is trying to go straight for the sake of his son Junior after after carjacking puts Junior in the hands of a vicious criminal leader. Haven't seen
Okay.
that.
Waist deep. Okay, so that's how I'm listing mine, but what I haven't seen. That's better.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Me
It's a
too. Me
minus
too.
1 for me still.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And number 15, ATL.
The show?
The
Nope.
movie.
Movie.
Oh, I don't
With
think I've
T.I.
seen it.
Uh,
No, I did not.
What? With the roller skating movie? No?
No. Number
Yeah.
16. I'm debating whether or not this should be on Have You Watched This Black Movie? So it depends on how you see the main actress in this one. But oh no, wait, I was thinking of something else. Never mind. Number 16 is correct. Love Don't Cost a Thing.
Love Don't Cost a Thing with Nia Campbell. Nia Campbell, is that her name?
No, with Christina Milian.
Nick
Okay.
Cannon.
Oh, and Nick Cannon. I have it, but I
And
have
he
it at
got the
home.
dance.
I have-
Boom, pop.
Yeah, I was actually thinking of the J-Lo movie for a second. I was just like, I don't know if this is supposed to be on the list. But no, the Love Don't Cost a Thing is a Christina Milian. Number 17, The Johnsons' Family Vacation.
Good movie.
With
I don't
Cedric the
think I've seen it.
Entertainer?
Yeah, with Cedric.
Yeah, I seen that one.
I can't
Yeah.
remember the movie though. So I have to remove a point because I can't remember the movie. I feel like I
Mhm.
probably have, but I can't remember it. So number 18, The Wood.
Of course, that's a great movie.
It's
Yeah,
a-
right.
Number 19, Jason's Lyric.
Of course, another classic.
50 times.
Yeah, good times.
I was a fast little girl.
I know. I'm thinking, yo, we were youth when we watched all these movies. Eh? Like, you're some, yeah. I know.
And here's the thing, and okay, I'll fast forward to what I was gonna say in the end. If you haven't seen these are things that you should go back and see, especially as seeing it back as an adult, because I'm sure there's a lot of things we missed, and a lot of these movies
as
we
youths,
saw.
yeah.
No,
Trust me.
we remember the parts.
Yes,
The
100%.
part that they told us close your eyes.
Mm,
So number 20, Crooklyn.
yep, that was good too.
Magical.
21, How High?
Oh, of
50
course.
times.
That's a
That's
high
Method
movie.
Actor.
Yeah,
All right.
Meth and Redman.
Every single time. 50 joints.
22 is obviously Belly.
Of course.
All men want Bigs, man. You gone too far, man.
Belly's something you could just play in the background. Oh wait, no, wait. You wait. You just
I
said
just did Shotas.
That's
yeah. You just said Shota. I was like, wait,
Yeah,
hold on.
yeah.
That was
Which
a different
okay,
reference.
bonus. Y'all should know Shotas, but yeah, Belly's DMX.
Yeah, Belly's a DMX and Nas, but Belly's a movie I used to just play in the background while I was doing stuff. Just play Belly in the background. Just I want to hear it in my life. Anyways,
23, Soul Plane. Unfortunately, I did.
Yes,
I mean, it wasn't good. It wasn't a good movie, but it had a lot of people in there.
Yeah,
Number
like the
24, the Best Man.
of course. Did you guys watch the redo like on TV? On
I
when they
sure,
not the redo, but the season. They created a season
yeah,
series.
the miniseries that they did.
Yeah,
Yep,
yeah,
absolutely did.
it was cool. That's cool.
Some of my
20,
favorite songs come from that soundtrack. So
25, Drumline.
Yeah,
Yep,
they
that's Nick
can.
Cannon. 26, Mo Money.
yeah,
You know what?
Mo Money, Mo.
Is,
the Wayans
is that
brothers,
David Wayne
Wayans,
every
David Wayans. Eh?
yeah, or
David
Keenan.
Wayans.
Keenan's in
you
that
know
one
what?
too.
I remember but don't remember. So I'm gonna put that on a no list for me. Because I do remember, but I don't remember, you know? So yeah.
Number 27, White Chicks.
Yeah, I
Mhm.
watch it, but embarrassing for black people. Mhm.
Number 28, Moonlight. I actually didn't see Moonlight, to be honest.
Nope, it wasn't
No, I
interesting.
could never watch the whole thing, so I'm gonna put it down as no.
No.
And I'm gonna make it a point to watch it with my ADD ass.
Number 29, Stomp the Yard.
Stomp Yard. No, I don't remember that movie either. Who's in that
Stomp
one?
the Yard?
We
Really?
thought we were Stomp the Yard.
Stomp
Hmm?
the Yard with with Chris Brown. I mean, Chris Brown was in the movie for 5.5 seconds, but with Columbus Short.
No, no, haven't seen it. Mm-mm.
Number 30, This Christmas.
No, I haven't seen it. This
Which honestly, I think I've seen clips of it. I don't think I actually sat down and watched that movie.
who's in it?
Chris Brown and others.
No, I wouldn't have seen it because of the theme though. This Christmas never really appeals to me. Okay, go ahead.
31, Baby Boy.
Of course, classic.
Another Tyrese one. Number 32, Dope. I don't know that
Dope.
one.
Dope.
Who?
Dope. No, it's
Who?
not coming to me.
Dope?
Dope, yeah.
By who? Who was it?
Let me see. Hold on.
Dope,
Dope
yes.
is 2015. High school senior Malcolm, Shamik Moore, and his friends Jib, Tony Revolori, and Diggy bond over 90s hip hop culture, their studies, and playing music in their own punk band. That sounds interesting.
It
No.
does.
No, for sure I never watched that.
Haven't seen that
Okay.
either. Good. That's on the list. I'm gonna go see that. 33, School Days.
School days?
Yeah, that's a Spike Lee joint.
Oh yeah, one of my favorites.
With
Really?
Lawrence Fishburne.
Mhm.
Damn, this is great. Okay, no, haven't seen that
Everyone
one.
was in that though.
Yeah, a lot of people were in
The
that.
young versions of everybody was in that movie.
Yeah, absolutely. School Days is one for the
Keisha
bookmarks.
Campbell.
Girl Trip. Girls Trip.
Of course, that's one of my favorite movies ever, actually, I have to say. Funny enough. I find it so funny.
Love and Basketball.
Love and Basketball, of course. Classic.
Just Another Girl on the IRT.
IRT, one of my favorites. Sad movie though. Sad.
I don't know that one. 1992.
Yeah. Just Another Girl on the IRT. But you get your tissue, get your Kleenex.
Yeah.
Word?
So
Okay,
it's a
all
hip,
right.
intelligent Brooklyn teenager dreams of escaping life in the projects to go to college and eventually become a doctor. Things go airy when she meets a cute dude with a Jeep, a brownstone, and a mom who spends a lot of time with her boyfriends.
Mm.
Okay, Just Another Girl on IRT. Number 37, Waiting to Exhale.
Waiting to Exhale, yes. Classic.
I
38.
bagged up work, watching Waiting to Exhale.
Number 38, Love Jones.
Yes.
39, Get Out.
Yes. That's considered a black movie?
Yes.
Cool.
Get Out. Get Out is
Yeah.
absolutely considered a
Oh
black
yes,
movie.
Hey,
yes.
it's a great movie. I love it.
Peel.
It's a Peel. I forget his first name. Because Key's the other guy, Key. Anyways, whatever. But it was created by a black man, and the whole storyline is about a black dude who needs to get out.
Get out. It's all right. Okay. Cool.
Number 40, Players Club.
When I was a youth.
Yeah.
All right.
Number 41, Baps.
Yeah, that's trash black movie, but I did watch it too.
I mean, and
That's when Halle Berry was like that girl.
Yeah. 42, Boomerang.
Yeah,
yeah.
Eddie Murphy.
43, Harlem Nights.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
Richard Pryor. It's classic.
Number 44, Why Did I Get Married?
It's like a Tyler Perry production. Yeah.
It is, right? Yes.
Yeah.
Number 45, A Low Down Dirty Shame.
You know, I've seen that movie, but why can't I remember it right now?
Jada
That-
Pinkett. Jada Pinkett's.
Jada Pinkett. Yeah.
Yeah, but what's the storyline? What's the storyline?
And go ahead, Gigi.
Oh yeah, so he's an ex-cop. He's an ex-cop or detective.
Private investigator.
Yeah, now he's a PI, and she's Jada's his assistant, and he had a girlfriend that kind of like was dealing with a cartel boss and whatnot, and so he's investigating the whole situation.
That's Eddie Murphy?
Nope, Keenan Ivory Wayans.
Okay, no, didn't see it for sure. Okay.
46, Life. How did I
Life.
With Martin and Eddie Murphy or something like that?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
47, of course, Coming to America.
I just watched 2 the other day.
48. Oh, you watched 2 the other day?
Yeah, Coming to America 2.
Did you seen 2?
Yeah, I just watched it the
Yeah,
other day.
It was okay. It could have not.
Yeah, don't compare it to 1. Don't.
Yeah, never compare it to 1. Sorry, what was that called?
I said I still get my point.
Oh, you just saw 2, or you didn't? You didn't
No,
see
I
1?
didn't see 2. But does it count? I still can say.
Yeah, you're good. You're good.
You saw 1.
1. 48, Brown Sugar.
Brown Sugar. No, what's that?
Sure.
Brown Sugars with Taye Diggs and Sana Lathan. Wait, that's Brown Sugar, right?
Yes, Sana Lathan.
And very good movie. You should watch that. 49, A Thin Line Between Love and Hate.
Yes, classic.
And number 50, Two Can Play That Game.
Yes, but why they don't got the Wiz in there? That's so disrespectful.
Michael Jackson.
Yeah, Michael Jackson, Diana Ross, Nipsey Hussle.
Nipsey Hussle was in the Wiz?
Excuse me, Nipsey Russell.
Oh, I'm like, yo, what? How old is he?
Nipsey Russell.
Let's compile it.
Okay.
What's your pointers out of 50? What you got?
So I got 3.
You're -3?
Oh, okay. You a big dog in this. I'm -13. There'll be movies I have to watch over our hiatus. You swear? Am I black? Am I even sure I'm black?
Black card.
So first of all, let me just tell you this. This got nothing to do with being black. We are the TV guy. Me and all my siblings. We know the movie. We watch Annie until her dress turned pink. We was those kids. Yeah.
Yeah, but like I'm not saying every year, but Christmas, like we used to go watch movies. Like remember, like we're just like we're not really doing Christmas, so we go to movie theater. Like I expected more from you. I'm not gonna lie. But
me too. I'm surprised.
I'm missing 5. So I'm on 45 on there. Right now that means Kaya, you're the winner of this round. Your rock is strong and in there. Farrah, you got some catching up to do.
I got some movie watching, clearly.
You do. I'm gonna relist this very quickly for those who want to hear it. And maybe you put it on your watch list. Some of them, not all of them. Some of them don't need to. But Boys in the Hood, Set It Off, New Jack City, Friday, Menace to Society, Juice, Above the Rim, Paid in Full, Do the Right Thing, Poetic Justice, Dead Presidents, Hustle and Flow. I didn't ask Hustle and Flow, did I?
Yes,
I know we all watched it. Oh, you did? Okay. I thought I skipped it. House Party, Waist Deep, ATL, Love Don't Cost a Thing, Johnson's Family Vacation, The Wood, Jason's Lyric, Crooklyn, How High, Belly, Soul Plane, The Best Man, Drumline, Mo Money, White Chicks, Moonlight, Stomped Yard, This Christmas, Baby Boy, Dope, School Days, Girls Trip, Love and Basketball, Just Another Girl on the IRT, Waiting to Exhale, Love Jones, Get Out, Players Club, Baps, Boomerang, Harlem Nights, Why Did I Get Married, A Low Down Dirty Shame, Life, Coming to America, Brown Sugar, A Thin Line Between Love and Hate, and Two Can Play That Game.
Yo, did you say Paper Soldiers?
No, Paper Soldiers is not on.
And Paid in Full? Did you say Paid in Full?
Paid in Full was not in there too, no.
Yes, it is. You
Paid in
did
Full
say
was.
paid in full.
Yeah, number
You
number
did
number
say paid
seven,
in full.
number 8 was Paid in Full.
Okay,
Yeah.
sorry, okay,
If
good.
you guys can recommend 2 movies out of that list, what would you recommend? If you wanted to give the people like, what are your first 2 to go watch if you haven't watched them already? What would you give?
But is it based off of just blackness? Like, yo, if you want to just check
No, based off
blackness.
of it being a good movie. It's not about it being black.
Okay,
Good
okay.
movies being good movies.
That's a tough one, Gina.
Jason's Lyric, you gotta watch that. In my opinion, Jason Lyric is gonna be in my I don't want to call it top 3, but if you want like to watch something, Jason's Lyric is really a really good watch.
Friday, Belly, Paid in Full.
Okay, those are your 3. Kaya, what are your 3?
I don't want to say movies off that list. I feel like they gave us the Ratchet Black list.
I
Yeah.
think so.
We have
Please
such
educate us. Tell us more.
I would say for a fun watch, for an interesting watch, The Wiz for adults and children.
Okay.
For adults to sit and watch with their children, if you have ungrateful children, I need you to watch The Imitation of Life.
Imitation of Life. I'm writing this one down. My children are pretty ungrateful. Go
And
ahead.
get tissue for the kids.
Yeah.
Kabal.
And
You ever
what's the
see
name? What's the name
Kabal?
of it again? I'm writing it down. What'd you say? What's called what?
The Imitation of Life.
Imitation of Life. These motherfuckers are
Best
watch
movie
this.
ever. And they're gonna say,
Imitation.
"Oh, this is old fashioned," but you make them watch it.
Oh, they're gonna watch it. These daggone children. So ungrateful.
And you got to make them put their units away because
Oh, don't worry.
they'll get into their phones. But you got to make them watch it. It's a great movie,
Okay.
amazing movie.
And the other one I would have thrown in there was the Girls Trip. Just because I find it so funny. Anytime I'm down, every time I'm bored, I just put it on. Something about that movie, the jokes. It was all top tier artists and actors. I'm not surprised, but it was just so damn funny.
Well,
I think for me, from a storyline perspective, that The Wood, like I could watch that at any point in time again and again. I really, really enjoyed The Wood from a comical standpoint. I like Jason's Lyric between Poetic Justice and Jason's Lyric. Okay, from a love story, I think I prefer Jason's Lyric. And from just like a super classic, and shout out to Delroy, like Crooklyn. Crooklyn's up there for me.
the shout out to Delroy. Oh
Yeah.
man, the
Delroy-
dad.
Yeah,
That nigga sniffing glue all day. That's all I remember.
right. I grind, you grind, and sometimes we need to grind together. That's Grind My Gears with Gina the Great. We would like to thank our special guests. This episode is possible thanks to the awesome people at CKUT, the OFC, Solo Drum, and the Caribbean Curry House. Do you have any shout outs?
Well, Queen Kai, I'll let you go. See, I gotta sign off. We're off for a couple of weeks, so I have a whole bunch of things I gotta say.
Yeah, so if y'all are gonna be off, let me just give y'all, because I wanted to say a couple more movies. I'm just gonna give y'all some movies to watch. Watch Clara's Heart with Whoopi Goldberg.
That sounds familiar.
Watch Clara's Heart.
Okay.
I want you to watch Karina with Whoopi Goldberg. Watch that one too. And watch Flight of the Navigator with the children. Yeah. So that's my list. Y'all do that while we away. Peace.
Word. So beautiful people. I'm excited that we're taking this time off to rebuild. You know, they say somebody's got to make 2 steps backwards to run forward. So us just taking a little hiatus is just for us to come back stronger, bigger, better, more powerful, and come with a whole bunch of different things. So I'm looking forward to that. At the top of the show, I didn't mention it, but I do want to take a moment to acknowledge my dog that passed away, Bella. We had her for about 12 years or so. She's a King Corso mixed with a pit bull. Yep, I was thinking, yeah. And she was an awesome addition to the family. So we just lost her. So mad love to Bella. And all Bella's offsprings are all over the city. You know, sending you guys all kind of love. I still got 2 dogs left. Still got Lady Sunade, which is my Borbol, and Bella's daughter, which is Raja. So the legacy will continue. So I just want to put that one out there and just remind you guys. So we're off, but remember how we could be of service to you guys within the OFC. We offer as we're actually even the OFC is revamping and rebuilding. So I'm looking forward to coming out fresh with some new things for April. But remember, anytime you need opportunities, you want to connect with people, you're trying to get you want to get access to our retreat, you trying to get on our radio show, you're trying to just connect with the right people to bring your business to another level, connect with the OFC. If you need training, whether you're doing sales, you're doing marketing, you need help, you're launching your business and you need some guidance, you're budgeting, you have relationship issues, you're having communication issues within your household, come to the OFC. We have a plethora of training and support workshops that we're offering. And last but very far from least, we have events coming up all throughout the year. If you have events coming up and you want the community to attend, connect with us, because we partner with people on their events and encourage our community to go. So I'm really looking forward to coming back with this fresh new Empower Hour, with this fresh new OFC. I'm grateful to all you all who have been rocking and supporting us over the years, and just looking forward to coming back, like we said, fresh, revamped, and super empowered. Send you guys peace and love, everybody.